Imagine a border that stood open for 150 years, suddenly feeling colder than ever. Millions of trips disappearing. A trillion-dollar economy quietly bleeding. What is happening between Canada and the United States? And why now? It started on an ordinary morning along the Canadian side of the border. Quiet, routine, familiar. But beneath that stillness, a fracture was widening. A fracture that began in Washington the moment Donald Trump went online and declared, "Trade talks with Canada are officially off. Our relationship will never be the same." A short sentence, but the spark that ignited everything that followed. Before we reach the moment everything truly collapsed, we need to rewind back to a small detail in April. A detail most people ignored. A new U.S. rule. If a Canadian stays more than 29 days in America, they must register, be photographed, fingerprinted, added to a database. Not just procedure. It was the first domino. From that point, the numbers only fell hard. Canadian round-trip car travel to the U.S. dropped over 30% in 2025. 10 straight months of decline. And flights? Same story, every month lower than the year before. Meanwhile, Canadian travel to Europe and Asia kept rising. But why? Is this just about Trump? Or is the shift deeper? This is the middle of the story, the part rarely explained. Many Canadians no longer feel the U.S. is a comfortable visit. The tariffs, the 51st state comments, the fingerprinting rules. Together, they created a new sentiment. We're not welcome there. And as fewer Canadians cross south, local American economies feel the hit. Border towns, hotels, malls, restaurants. Tourism losses alone? Nearly $6 billion in a single year. Meanwhile, Canada seized the moment. Government campaigns calling on Canadians to choose Canada. Discounted national parks, free museum entries, kids riding via rail at no cost. The result? A surge in domestic travel, record Airbnb bookings, and one of the strongest tourism seasons in years. Still, a question lingers, an open loop no expert can truly close. Is this temporary? Or are we witnessing a permanent shift in how two nations see each other? Trump recently said, "We'll work it out." But the data tells a different story. What this means for the viewer. This isn't just political theater. It's a real shift affecting daily decisions. Where you travel, where you spend, who you trust. And if this trend continues, Canada, U.S. travel may be entering a long-term transformation. One that reshapes economies, tourism, and the relationship between two nations that once moved freely across an invisible line. Did you know that over 95% of our viewers aren't subscribed to the channel? We totally get it, life gets busy, and sometimes it's easy to forget. But here's the thing, subscribing is completely free, and it really helps us keep creating the content you enjoy. So why not hit that subscribe button and join our community? It only takes a second, but it makes a world of difference to us. Thank you for your support.